Give me your top three. Nate, I'll start with you.
Oh, you're stuck with me. Usually
I'm
I
writing it
use
down.
usually I use Lawrence's to kind of prep mine.
Nope, not this time.
Nothing sexy or surprising about my first pick. It's going to be Max. Second, I'm going to say Charles Leclerc. So I think the championship will go on to Japan. But I'm gonna change things up a bit for third place. So I saw there's a picture going around of McLaren have bought a very Red Bull looking side pod to this race. So the air inlet, they've bought, which looks quite a big upgrade for this time of year. And I feel like we haven't really had the one or the McLaren always have kind of one or two really big results in the year. Lando got the podium. I think Imola was the last time they had one. Laurence mentioned sometimes you get a bit of a mix up. And the great thing about Singapore, if you're in a team like that, is that sometimes overtaking can be quite difficult, and that can be good if you get track position. So I'm just gonna throw it out there and just say Lando, because I think this is the sort of track where I mean, it's not the same as Sochi last year, but you remember how well he did there. I feel like he's due a big performance. I'm just basing that purely on a picture I saw earlier and the fact that I feel like Lando deserves a podium at this point. So I've probably ruined what was a really good prediction at that point, but that's kind of what this game's about. So if I get 66% there, then we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously,
only up from here.
If I get 66% and it's because Max didn't win and the other two guys are on the podium, I'll also take that as well, because then it means we have a bit of a fun race and something a bit different.
Yeah, and the championship is delayed a little bit longer. Laurence, top three. Do you feel like Nate nailed it?
I'm not sure about Nate's final point. I think the first and second is actually what's going to happen, but I'm going to mix it up anyway and say Charles Leclerc to win the race. So Ferrari finally get back up there. Max Verstappen second, hoping that it's going to be a good battle between the two, and George Russell third. It's a bit of an unknown whether the Mercedes is going to be any good round here, because in theory the track layout suits the car, slow speed corners, not too many straights, but they had all those issues with the bumps in Baku. If you remember, Lewis Hamilton struggling to get out the car at the end of it, holding onto his back. I'm going to back them to have sorted out those ride issues that they had in Baku and to make progress over the weekend. So I'm going to put George Russell on the podium as well. So Leclerc, Verstappen, Russell. Having said that, the first bit is probably going to be the other way around, but I'm sticking with it. Leclerc, Verstappen, Russell.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.